Hey fans and subscribers, this is your host Joe on the Gaming for Insight channel with a video of a new segment coming to the channel, Quick Chat, the Hidden Stages. And in this segment, what I want to do is draw back on the quick chats that I have had the great pleasure of recording with other content creators and giving you the moments that didn't make it into Quick Chat. So let me start with the awesome quick chat that I had with Stubbs from Retro Handhelds. And when I go through these quick chats, I have to think, okay, if we run over the 7 minutes or the 10 minutes, what makes it in, what makes it out? And there was a part where he gave this is Stubbs, he gave a thorough overview of retro handhelds on the scene for 2025 and the options that we have. And I really wanted to include it in the quick chat. And I was going through it and I just said, this is too brilliant to synthesize. I just cannot truncate this. It has to be in its own form. It has to be unabridged. And so I didn't include it in the quick chat. And I wanted to actually create a segment on my channel to where with moments like this, I could give those to you. And so that is where Quick Chat Hidden Stages, that is the inspiration behind bringing this to you here on Gaming for Insight, the channel. So without further ado, let me give you this great moment of going through that Stubbs is given, going through the moment of the options that you have for top retro handhelds in 2025. Here we go. Next question. What brands, Anbernic, Retroid, for example, have a lead in innovation and quality for modern retro handhelds that we are seeing? And you mentioned the TrimUI brick. Can the TrimUI brick really do everything?
TrimUI brick can do some stuff. It can do Dreamcast, PSP, and N64, DS, which is pretty cool, right? For about $60. And it's nice little pocketable vertical. But no, I mean, it can't do everything. Like, it's not going to be doing PS2 or GameCube. You're going to have to look for other options. But as far as like quality from brands, so I'll give you a quick rundown of my consensus for the major brands. Retroid is one of the highest standards that we have in the scene. They have quality control issues in early batches sometimes, but in general, they're known as a very quality brand and a brand that I generally do trust, despite all of their drama and kerfuffles around like the RP Mini. I still kind of hold them up there. AYN, I believe, though, is going to be kind of the gold standard in our scene. Like, AYN keeps knocking it out of the park time and again, where they don't have any big issues. Here's the Odin 2 Mini.
So I have the black version, and
the black one of
that,
that. Okay,
and that's my go-to.
Yeah, good. So good. And are there any issues with it for you?
No, and the vignetting and blooming that has been reported in the reviews, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I can understand how some would have an issue, but personal preference.
Again, I think the early beta build, what do you call it, engineering samples we had early on, they had their rough edges, and all these brands do. Like, all of them, these early review units are not perfect, and so we can't make our final reviews or thoughts with these units generally. But AYN, time and again, I think that they're just coming to the table with awesome handhelds, awesome quality for a pretty awesome price. And Retroid is another one that is going to eat the tariff costs currently. They're experimenting with that. AYN is still committed to getting things shipped out. You also can find these brands in Amazon now and other like resellers like that. Portal, for instance, another quality AYN product. Then you're looking at brands like Miyoo. Bless their hearts. Bless their hearts. They make some really, adorable devices that, man, people love these things. They are so wonky and have the funniest issues. Like the flip here. It's just the hinge quality is terrible, and these are breaking on people left and right. And yet I own 3 of them, because I'm expecting it to break, and I love it so much that I'm still good with that. I'll just move on to the next one because they put so much into this little form factor with sticks and everything.
Yeah.
So Miyoo as well. Like they're ones that I don't think are up there for top for quality, but we still love them despite that. Then you have, let's see, where is it? Where is it? Then you have Anbernic, like with their RG557. And this one is just a train wreck. Train wreck right out the gate. Pricing's horrible. Little tiny sticks. It's just been reviewed very poorly by us in the scene as well. And me personally, though, I like it, but it has its issues. And Anbernic, time and time again, they have some. They're like above Miyoo for me for quality and all that, below Retroid. Then you have, and then Anbernic has some bangers too. Like they have the SP and like the 34XX. They have these like every few handhelds are like freaking awesome, just so great. 40XXV. And then you have Powkiddy. Generally, is Powkiddy sort of like the a little bit lesser Anbernic. So you take what Anbernic's doing, remove 10, 20% sometimes, and you kind of have Powkiddy, where sometimes they knock it out of the park with the RGB 30, full of issues, but people love it and it's well supported. This new X35H, people are really starting to dig. It has its issues, but a lot of people like it. They made some great ones for cheap. The V10 here, 3:2 aspect ratio, great for GBA. They did really well, and they're slowly getting better and iterating and doing better, more stuff. But they're still a little bit under probably even Miyoo for me. And TrimUI came out of left field, just making hit after hit after hit, and pretty much everything they've gotten, I consider just very high quality, super high quality, niche boutique handhelds, very popular. And I think that covers the major ones. Yeah.
What a great, thorough, comprehensive rundown. Really, really appreciate it. And I am so happy you showed some AYN because I my Odin 2 Mini and my Portal love those too. Let me transition to.
Oh, yeah. Joe, I'm so sorry, man.
No, you're fine.
Ayaneo out. I've been talking Ayaneo all day today. And then lastly, you have Ayaneo, the boutique most expensive option here, the highest prices, but not always the best value because there are quality concerns. Every run, the first few batches are having some funky issues that they need to figure out. I'm in the review cycle right now for the Pocket Ace.
And then the Micro.
This is the first one that I can't find anything on it, like in the early unit here, that I really can knock too much. Nothing really. So like, but they're like Anbernic, where they do some good ones and then maybe some not so good ones. But two of their best, honestly, for little handhelds are going to be the Pocket Micro and the Ace here.
Yeah, awesome. I love my Micro for my GBA games. I mean, I've been playing Metroid Fusion on that. Just I love the experience with it.
It's so good. And so you have, I would say AYN is the gold standard, Retroid. Then I would say Anbernic, Ayaneo, Miyoo, Powkiddy, and I mean, we could keep going all day. Game MT is below that, Battle XP, whatever you want to say. Like there's all these other little brands that are coming up. But yeah,